On the 14,000 block of Buffalo Speedway, man, at 1:55 a.m., a man by the name of Emmanuel Martinez is charged with aggravated assault against a public servant, aka a HPD officer. I put a photo for y'all to see, man. Basically, the officer discharged his duty weapon at the suspect, who wasn't struck. I guess maybe he's a bad shot, I'm not sure, but who cares? HPD responded to a disturbance with a weapon call at a residence at the mentioned address at about 1:05 a.m. Okay. Then officers learned that the suspect was inside a recreational vehicle or RV in the backyard of the residence. Now, as officers attempted to convince the person to surrender, he told him that he had guns and wanted to commit suicide by police officer. Now, at 1:55 a.m., officers heard a gunshot inside the RV, and the suspect was spotted near a broken window. Now, when the officer saw that he was holding what appeared to be a long gun, he lowered it in the direction of the officers who were responding, which is a bad idea, man. No. Who then discharged his duty at the suspect. Now, the suspect wasn't hit, like I mentioned, but he barricaded himself inside the RV and refused to come out. Now, the SWAT team arrived, and there was hostage negotiation at the scene, and it all ended at about 5:40 a.m. Shout out to all the police officers and all the first responders out there, man. Y'all put y'all lives on the line, and, y'all really, you take a chance every time you step outside every day. Officers aren't perfect, people aren't perfect, but there's people who get out there every day and just, protect the public the best way they know how. There's always bad apples in the bunch, but for the most part, man, most of these guys and gals just are looking to do their job and go home, man. Be sure y'all show appreciation for y'all's officers. So we keep hearing about this no bail situation across the United States. Here we have a similar situation, man, where a guy, who wound up shooting a 9-year-old named Arlene Alvarez has now been indicted by a grand jury for murder.
I want to thank everybody that's in this room for being here for us. The media, the community, my family, everybody that has been supporting us, because we had a...
The Harris County DA, Kim Ogg, announced that this person has now been charged. And what happened was Tony Earls Jr. was charged with the assault, but he was released after a grand jury declined to indict him. So I don't get it. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how. It's been going on across America. I don't agree with it, but, what I think really is irrelevant. Now, the district attorney says that he's now been indicted for the murder after a new grand jury examined the case. Now, what happened was, guys, there was an ATM robbery on the night of February 14, 2022. This happened a couple of years ago. After an unknown suspect robbed him at gunpoint, police say Earl shot at the fleeing suspect and at a passing pickup truck. Now, in the pickup truck, this little girl, this 9-year-old Arlene Alvarez, was sitting in the truck. Okay. And so as a consequence, he was firing at the wrong vehicle, trying to get at the guy who was robbed him, and shot the girl and killed her. Long story short, this guy's now indicted. Police are still searching for the men who robbed Earls, which I doubt that they'll actually catch him. It's Houston. It's a massive city. Good luck with that. Regardless, a little girl was murdered. Even if it was by accident, it was wrong. Prayers out and shout out to the family. There's no excuse for this, man. We have a domestic dispute that turned into a shooting on the 12,600 block of Ashford Meadow Drive. I put an application for y'all to see. Now, according to HPD, there was a dispute in the parking lot between two men and a woman. Long story short, one man shot the other guy and the girl that he was with. The guy was shot twice, one in the shoulder, once in the hand. And, the guy who was shot is in critical condition. There's actually a series of other shootings across the city, all right? So we have one shooting that happened at 103 Goodson Drive at 2:40 a.m., the wild time of night, especially in the city. We have another fatal shooting of a woman at the 1402 block of North 76th Street at 9:05 p.m. We have another fatal shooting that happened at the 5610 block of Royal Palm Street at 6:30 p.m. And then we have another fatal shooting that happened at the 8900 block of Interchange Drive at 11:05 p.m. Shootings upon shootings upon shootings. I don't really have the bandwidth to keep up with all the shootings that happen in Houston. And as y'all know, Texas is a open carry, concealed carry state, and yet we have all this going on. There's some other reasons for that I won't get into in this video. But my message is this. You know how to move, know where to be, know where you are. You don't have to run around being scary, but at the same time, man, just pay attention. And stay out of the way of foolish altercations. That's what I've learned, and that's how I've been able to, circumvent and navigate situations, man. But appreciate y'all watching. It's the Bayou City Report, man. Y'all stay safe out there, and y'all take care of yourselves and y'all's family and y'all's loved ones. I'm out.